What's going on, guys? It's Clutch Plays here, and today I'm going to be reviewing all the recent Knicks news that has occurred and try to shed some light on all these rumors and statements being said about the Knicks. Kind of like a Knicks news video mixed in with a bit of drama as well as some commentary on the topic we're talking about. If you guys like or dislike the video, tell me down below in the comments because I want to know what you guys think, and as the season approaches, more and more news and drama will occur, and I want to make sure that we can all stay updated with it. Also, starting now, I'm going to plan to make about 3 videos a week, one video going over all the games and what we can take away from them, one Knicks news/drama video if you guys enjoy this video, and 1 or 2 videos of what I've been doing in the past, so like Knicks players list, Knicks free agency, Knicks trades, etc. Tell me if you guys are cool with this or have any suggestions to make this channel better, and we are finally so close to 1,000 subscribers, and it has been a dream of mine to hit this milestone for such a long time, so if you guys are not subscribed, it would mean so much to me if you guys would subscribe. Now that is all out of the way, let's get right into the Knicks news review. KD disrespecting the Knicks. So KD thought it would be a good idea to go on a podcast where he talked about the reason why young free agents don't want to go to the Knicks. So he's asked the question on why big name free agents don't want to go to the Knicks, and his response is this.
I mean, because it's not like they don't have the money. I think a lot of fans look at the Knicks as a brand and expect these younger players who, in their lifetime, don't remember the Knicks being good. Right. So, like, I didn't grow up with the Knicks. Well, I seen the Knicks in the finals, but kids coming up after me didn't see that. So that whole brand of the Knicks to them is not as cool as, let's say, the Golden State Warriors or even the Lakers or the Nets now. You know what I'm saying? It's like the cool thing right now is not the Knicks.
Okay, hold up, Kevin. You're speaking for the younger players in this league who are free agents and rookies being drafted. One of the young superstar free agents, D'Angelo Russell, had interest in coming to the Knicks. The 19-year-old kid we just drafted was beyond stoked to be a Knick and verbally said he wanted to be in New York even before the draft. And finally, the #1 overall pick, Zion Williamson, was upset when New Orleans got the #1 pick instead of the Knicks. Now, the final one isn't technically 100% true, but the facial expression reeks of disappointment. These 3 players who wanted to come to the Knicks are the 3 main young players who were available this offseason. Saying that New York isn't the cool place to go anymore for young players is just straight up disrespect, to be honest. On top of this, KD basically says that winning in the past determines the coolness of a brand, and more people will want to go there if you won games in their childhood. There's a little bit of truth to this, yeah, but of course KD thinks this because that's what he thinks. He joined the 73-9 Warriors team, for crying out loud. I understand if he's talking about himself, but saying these other young players think this way when the recent past has shown extremely different is just complete ignorance and disrespect. The best part that came out of all of this was the backlash that KD got on Twitter from Knicks fans, and since KD is always responding to hate messages, some of the conversations were hilarious. I'm not going to go through all of them because he responded to 35 different tweets, but he did say that New York was a Knicks town and that the Nets have their own Lil section. So at least he's learned some common sense since arriving to New York. The only reasons KD would say something like this is because it's genuinely what he thinks, or the more likely second reason is he's trying to influence the other young players not to come to the Knicks. Elfrid Payton starting. A rumor came out as of recent that said Elfrid Payton is playing his way into the starting point guard position. This is very interesting because I'm on the DSJ train and think he will and should start at the point guard position. DSJ has been hurt since Saturday, so Elfrid started at point guard against the Wizards, and Fizdale said he set the tone for the game on the ball and with his pace. He got a lot of people involved, kept us organized. On top of this, in another interview, Fizdale said that the starters against the Wizards were the 5 best performers in training camp and in practice. Elfrid played like relatively decent to well against the Wizards, even though his stats do not exemplify it at all. The leadership and steadiness at the position was there for Elfrid, but he got blocked so many times. His overall stat sheet was nothing special either, with 5 points, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a -11 plus-minus. But here I am trusting Fizdale because we have only seen Elfrid play for 25 minutes in a preseason game, and Fizdale has seen him play for over a week in practice and training camp. I'm kind of rooting for DSJ, to be completely honest, but whoever is the better player and can help us win the most games deserves and should start. One One final thing to add is Frank Ntilikina had a plus-minus of +16 against the Wizards. The Marcus Morris elbow. As everyone should know by now, Marcus Morris tried to elbow the crap out of Justin Anderson because he was giving shit to him or something. Yeah, it was a bit petty and made me scared for Justin Anderson, but I absolutely loved this move because 1, it's the preseason, and 2, it sets the tone for the Knicks as a scrappy team who won't tolerate any disrespect. Also, I like this because the elbow didn't actually hit Justin Anderson, and if it did, it'd just be disgusting. To continue, another reason why I love this move is because the Knicks played the Spurs on opening night, and Marcus dipped out of San Antonio to sign with the Knicks. This is a pretty big storyline, and the NBA probably would not suspend Marcus Morris for the Knicks vs Spurs game in San Antonio for throwing an elbow in the preseason. In the post-game interviews though, Marcus Morris said that he would not have done it if it were a regular season game, but still stands by his actions by saying, "We won't take no shit." This is all the recent news that has occurred surrounding the Knicks. I know there is one more thing with Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith on First Take kind of disrespecting the Knicks and saying that there's no chance that they're going to ever get a top-tier free agent. But in this, they only talk about the past and don't really bring up the future. So I'm kind of just going to ignore it because I feel like it's all for attention. So yeah, if you enjoyed and want to see more videos like this, tell me down below in the comments. I'm so excited for the future of this channel, and I'm going to try and bring out more and better quality content in the future. Also, tell me about your thoughts on all the news in this video with Marcus Morris, KD, and Elfrid Payton. Now with that said, I'm out and peace!